Would you allow me to search your vehicle? Okay. What I'll do is we have a canine pretty close, so I'm gonna have a canine come out and do a walk around your vehicle. That way it'll go quicker. But just I have some reasons to believe that there might be something in your vehicle. I've been wrong before, but there's just some things I'm seeing that makes me want to go a little further in the investigation. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I'll wait for a canine. The canine will walk around the outside of your vehicle. If it alerts to anything, then we'll do a search of the vehicle. Okay, so he got a positive alert on your driver's side door. Is there anything small that you know of? I'm gonna have you sit in the back seat while I search. I'm not gonna put handcuffs on you or nothing, right? But you are detained because of the positive alert. If we don't find nothing in there, then you'll be good to go, man. Okay? You have any questions? All right. Yeah, it's 5 in numbers.
Searching, looking for the light, looking for the light, gotta do it right. We searching, looking for the light, looking for the light, do it all night. Hey, what we doing, where we going, where we going, what we doing, where we going, nobody knowing. Hey, what we doing, where we going, what we doing, where we going, nobody knowing. I'm the man with the vision.
Like I said, I try not to be a jerk about things, because 9 times out of 10 this is what happens. So.
Welcome back to the Civil Rights Lawyer channel, and I want to thank you for bringing us over the 300,000 subscriber mark. This video is highlighting the civil rights lawsuit that was just filed by the Institute for Justice. So I want to show you some of the additional raw footage from that event that they did not highlight in their video, which is great, by the way, and which I want you to watch because it perfectly lays out the Fourth Amendment law explaining why this was an unconstitutional search and seizure that took place in Bexar County, Texas.
This police officer in San Antonio, Texas, stopped Alex Schott while he was driving home from a work trip and ended up ransacking his car to look for drugs.
My name is Alex Schott. I live in Houston, Texas with my wife and 2 young sons.
Let's roll the tape and see whether this officer complied with the Fourth Amendment.
But the rest of the footage, I'm so glad that I pulled the raw footage because it is crazy and some of it is actually hilarious. Let's take a look at it. But first, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, the Ridge Wallet. It's almost Father's Day. The perfect Father's Day gift is a Ridge Wallet because it's the last wallet the father in your life will ever need, which using my link at ridge.com/TCRL, right now you can save up to 40% off through June 15th. That's ridge.com/TCRL. Surely the fathers in your life haven't been using the same phone over the past 10 years, and as technology develops, our gadgets have improved. So why use an old-fashioned wallet then? The Ridge Wallet expands to hold up to 12 cards plus room for cash, while remaining as slim as possible, making life so much easier. There are 30 plus colors and styles, including carbon fiber, which I have here, and also gold, which I personally use myself. So I'm still using my gold colored Ridge wallet. I started using it about 7 or 8 months ago, and it's still doing great. I actually love using it, as well as the key case. So here's the carbon fiber key case, and you can get it to match your wallet, but it holds your keys in the order that you want to have them, and there's no jumbling around for keys in the dark. It's also easy to use with one hand. There's over 50,000 5-star reviews. They give you a lifetime warranty as well as a 99-day test drive. Again, get the best offer with ridge.com/TCRL, and right now you can save up to 40% off with the Father's Day sale through June 15th. So if you're in the market for a great Father's Day gift, help support this channel by supporting our sponsor, the Ridge Wallet. Here is the beginning of the stop.
Hey, how you doing, brother? Hey, my name is Joel. I'm with the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. The only reason I'm stopping you is when I was watching over there, you were drifting over that fog line pretty hard. I just want to make sure everything's okay.
But this is a video from Alex's personal dash cam before he was stopped. I don't see any drifting there. Do you?
Because I got a lot of people traveling out here, long hours. So, everything good?
Absolutely. I stayed in the hotel last night.
Oh, okay, I got you. You got your driver's license on you? It's not going to be a ticket. It's going to be a warning. You got any firearms in the vehicle? I always ask, man, because it's Texas. Everybody and their mother has one.
I don't think I have one right now.
I got you, man.
I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, you're good, dude. We just have a lot of accidents, and man, the other day I ran into a dude, 20 hours, and he hadn't slept yet. So I was like, God damn, dude. Hey, I'm gonna have you step out and sit in my passenger seat while I do your warning, okay? Thanks a lot, man.
Can we turn my car off?
It's up to you. It's up, yeah, because we're not going anywhere. I'm secure. Hey, do you mind if I give you a quick pat down just to make sure? Because you're in. All right, awesome. Just have a seat next to me, man. Oh. How you doing today?
Don't come out this way too often.
Oh, you don't?
So this is really weird. I don't know that I've ever seen this before. So this was sort of a fake traffic stop. He says he pulled him over for drifting, but you can see on the video that he wasn't drifting. And as you'll hear the officer explain, he doesn't do traffic enforcement anyways. Instead, he's sort of like some psychological guru of law enforcement who can just feel when there might be drug smugglers coming through his area of operations. So he asks a series of questions, and it goes on and on and on. And again, I'm glad I pulled the raw footage. Yes, I had to cut this up because you'd be sitting here for an hour listening to this conversation he's having with this guy. But just listen to some of the questions that get asked when this guy gets pulled over for some supposed traffic stop and pulled into this guy's police cruiser and coerced into this conversation.
How do you say your name? Alec? Where are you from? Houston? What were you doing down here? Oh, really? What do you do for work? What is that? Where was your customer at? I'm not from Texas, man. I'm from Maine.
Oh, well, I drove last night because it was...
What hotel did you stay at? I just stayed at one the other day. I was lucky. The one I stayed at was it was a new one. This thing I'm giving you, man, it looks like a ticket, but it's a warning, okay? I'm 42 years old, and I spent 18 years as an infantryman prior to being a cop, so I'm not the brightest.
Hey, that's hard work, man.
Yeah. When was the last time you came down this way? You like Houston? I know there's a lot of crime. Stayed at that Holiday Inn, and I was like, and I was in this thing, and I thought I was gonna get.
Well,
my
there's some
vehicle
weird
robbed.
Parts. I don't know which part you're in, but there's some parts I would not sleep.
I was right by the airport.
Oh yeah.
So
No, that's
we just had an 18-wheeler the other day, 100 and something people in it stuffed in.
oh my
So your name is Scott, S-C-H-O-T-T, and your address, date of birth? Has this been your truck from the beginning? What year is it? And it was funny because when San Antonio recently got that snow,
Yeah.
they acted the way Maine did to the ice storm.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, it was like 3 inches. It was horrible. What's your phone number, sir? I think sleepy drivers are more dangerous than drunk drivers. You live in a house or an apartment? And then what was it you were working on with your customer here? Were you selling him something? So did you just kind of go there and tell him about it? Did you go over there with anybody else? Have you ever been in trouble with anything? Anything with the law or anything like that? Yeah, I always tell people, man, they think all cops are out here for speeding. I was like, no, not all cops. So what I do, what I am is I'm on what's called a criminal interdiction unit. So I don't have to deal with all that crap. I don't give tickets, I give warnings. And the main reason is I sit on the side of the highway and I'm out here looking for, because it's bad out here, human smuggling, drug smuggling, and all those things like that. If you're going 100 miles an hour, there's cops for that. It ain't me. The guy I'm looking for is the guy that's going to be going 76 into 75 and slows down to 65 when he sees me. Now we're dealing with somebody who just
something.
reacted. Yeah. So
We acted poorly, very guilty.
it's all behavior stuff, man, and that's what we do out here. Oh my God. Is your wife? Oh, okay. And is that your mom? Oh, okay. Do you have anything in your vehicle that you're not supposed to have? Do you have any marijuana in the vehicle? Any cocaine? Any heroin? And that's black or brown. Any THC oil, THC wax, vapes, anything of that nature? Any types of methamphetamine, being crystal or liquid? Any pills that aren't prescribed to you? Any hallucinogens, being THC oil, THC wax, anything like that? Do you have any large sums of money over $10,000? Do you have any types of anything illegal? Has anybody asked you to carry anything in your vehicle? And are you the only person that's driven this vehicle for the last 48 hours? Would you allow me to search your vehicle?
Or not.
Okay, so what I'll do is we have a canine pretty close, so I'm gonna have a canine come out and do a walk around your vehicle. That way it'll go quicker. But just I have some reasons to believe that there might be something in your vehicle. And then the reason I'm not trying to freak you out. So what I hate about police, as funny as that sounds, I hate when cops use what's called smoke and lasers. I hate when dudes like dance around. So what I do is I talk to people and I do behavioral analysis type stuff. And I've been wrong before, but there's just some things I'm seeing that makes me want to go a little further with the investigation, okay? I'll be straight up with you. So because I'm out here looking for big shit, and this is how I break it down to people. If you have anything small, these dogs will alert right down to a roach in the ashtray. So I don't go to bed at night and dream about putting people in jail.
No,
it ain't that serious for me. So
I don't have anything to hide in my business.
and then say like, and another big one I do that cops fail to do a lot is, so you said no. If I was to say, okay, I'm gonna have a dog come out, and then you were to say yes, I would say no. We're not gonna do that.
Right.
We're not gonna, because then it's
understand.
coercion and all that. A lot of guys mess that up, man. Let me call this up because I know he's not far. Is there a narcotics canine available?
So if you look at the body cam timestamps, it's been about 15 minutes already from the stop until the time that this police officer calls for the drug canine. Now, supposedly the stop was just a basic traffic stop, but he pulls the guy in the car and he starts having this conversation with him. And 15 minutes goes by before the guy even calls for the drug dog. So the federal case law only allows for a reasonable amount of time for a basic traffic stop to take place. Here, that is not taking place. He brings the guy in his car and he's having a conversation with him that, as you see, leads up to this big drug investigation that is going to go nowhere. That is unreasonable. Just because you have reasonable suspicion to perform a traffic stop detainment is not a blank check to perform any detainment, to perform a drug smuggling investigation just based on him allegedly drifting over a center line. That would require additional facts that are not present here that would provide information or allegations that this guy could be some sort of a drug smuggler. And none of that is present. It's just this crazy conversation he's having with the guy. So already there's likely no reasonable suspicion for the original stop, because we can see from the dash cam footage that there doesn't appear to be any traffic violation. But assuming even if there had been 15 minutes of conversation in the car, that is going to be unreasonable under the Fourth Amendment. If he was going to call a drug dog, he should have called the drug dog to arrive while he was already performing the basic functions of a traffic stop, which he didn't do.
I talk to a lot of people in this car daily. I'll arrest dudes. It's shit that I'm not looking for, but unfortunately, when you're looking for stuff, behaviors don't change, whether it's a dime bag or whether it's a pound. I'll take guys in with like 6 felonies and they'll thank me. And I'm like, what are you thanking me for, dude? And you know what they'll tell me? And this is what makes me see there's a problem. They'll tell me, you know what? Because I've never had a cop talk to me the way you talk to me. I spent 18 years in the infantry, been to war 3 times. I've been through too much in my life to...
Too much shit.
Nothing, law enforcement is going to show me nothing that's going to excite me. So...
I've never even smoked a cigarette.
Yeah. I was wild in the Army. It sucks, man, because I'll run into people out here. The last guy I ran into, I felt bad, man, because he got offered all this money to take a trip. And I get it, because I've never been offered $35,000 to go from point A to point B. So I'm telling him, like, look, dude, I am not judging you. I don't think you're a bad person. People are hard up for money, and when you get offered something like that, it is what it is, but... training in the morning. I'm also on the what's called the negotiator, like hostage crisis negotiations. It's funny, I spent all those years being an infantryman, and I came out here and I was like, yeah, maybe I want to go SWAT. And as I started doing the job, I started realizing, like, hey, you know what, the Army made me, because I did recruiting too, I said the Army made me a pretty good talking person. So I realized I have a talent of talking. So
Easing people.
I like when I see, and it's funny because I like seeing SWAT team get upset because they want to make entry.
Because you solved the problem.
Yep. I show up and I get the guy out of the house and they're like, God dang it, because they have all the gear on and the show's ready to go. They're taking selfies in their gear. Sometimes the canine, it just depends who I get. This guy's usually pretty chill. Some of them like to talk to y'all before they do the run, and some don't. So I think he will. He'll probably ask you a couple questions, probably the same type of stuff I asked you before he runs. So is it like sales? What you're doing, or when you come in, is it already sold?
It's half sales, half. Oh.
There's like a dead animal over here. I can smell it.
So now the drug dog and the handler have arrived. The deputy gets out and he tells him that, yeah, like this is one of the vehicles that we've been tracking or some BS like that, which was completely bogus, thus really probably convincing the handler that he had some drug smuggling kingpin, wink, wink.
What's going on? Yeah, so it's off that thing, so I don't want to too much, but this is one of the ones.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to talk to him.
Everything matches or what?
Yeah, well, it's the one that I was looking for. So they've been tracking it. But, yeah, he's yeah. If you want to talk to him one more time, see, he went all the way to somewhere to go meet somebody for a job. But you can see it, like he's giving me he's just real nervous. He wasn't really giving me too much details of his trip, and
you checked the truck or
no, he didn't want to.
I think part of what's going on here is this deputy is just a legend in his own mind. I mean, you heard everything that he said to this guy in the car. I mean, even the SWAT team is jealous of him because his psychological powers at sniffing out these drug smuggling operations are just, it will make you jealous. And so it sounds like he's telling the canine handler, like, yeah, this is one of the secret missions that I've been working on. We've been tracking this vehicle, wink, wink, so there's drugs in here, make it happen. And so here you'll see the actual drug dog search footage. And as the Institute for Justice displayed in their video, and I'll show you the way they presented it because it was great, it completely blows this voodoo out of the water. The drug dog handler signals to the dog like, hey, this is what I want you to do. And that's how the dog has been trained. And that's what happened, but take a look for yourself.
Okay, so he got a positive alert on your driver's side door. Is there anything small that you know of? I'm gonna have you sit in the back seat while I search. I'm not gonna put handcuffs on you or nothing, right? But you are detained because of the positive alert. If we don't find nothing in there, then you'll be good to go, man. Okay? You have any questions? All right. Yeah, it's 5 in numbers. I don't know anything about like how the dogs work, but
Yeah, he wanted to get in there. He sat hard. I tried walking away. He started whining your barking.
Searching, looking for the light, looking for the light, gotta do it right. We searching, looking for the light, looking for the light, do it all night. Hey, what we doing, where we going, where we going, what we doing, where we going, nobody knowing. Hey, what we doing, where we going, what we doing, where we going, nobody knowing. I'm the man with the vision, my focus is infrared. 360 degrees out can turn his head. Keep your head on a swivel, it's easy to end up dead. I'm the man with the plan that's pushing you to the edge. We searching.
Okay, sir. We're done. I'm gonna give you this before I forget. Yeah, and then your warning. We took off your car seats so that we could get under the seat. But like I said, I try not to be a jerk about things because 9 times out of 10, this is what happens. So
as you see, they completely ransacked the guy's vehicle, destroyed his property, and shockingly, they found nothing because the guy wasn't smuggling drugs. He wasn't doing anything wrong. They were just wrong. And an interesting thing from the IJ's lawsuit, go down to, and I'll post this at the blog, if you go down to paragraph 111 and 12, it says, Bexar County trains its deputies, especially this criminal interdiction unit, on how to get around the Fourth Amendment's protections in traffic stops. For example, for multiple years before this Deputy Babb stopped this guy, Bexar County paid for training from Desert Snow LLC. Desert Snow LLC provides courses to law enforcement officers on aggressive methods for highway interdiction, including how to manipulate the circumstances of a traffic stop to extend the stop and search the vehicle. Over the past 2 years, the percentage of Bexar County Sheriff's Office traffic stops that includes searches has increased, while the number of searches where contraband was discovered has decreased. In fact, in 2022, Bexar County Sheriff's Office reported conducting 536 searches during traffic stops, but only discovering contraband in 115 of those searches. As they say, even crime wouldn't pay if the government ran it. The driver, Alec, reported to the agency that employed this deputy about the violation of his rights, and he was completely given the runaround. So he first made a phone call and reported what had happened. So on April 12th of 2022, I'm at paragraph 96, by the way, of the lawsuit, Alex spoke with an internal affairs officer named Marta Rodriguez, who was following up on his initial phone complaint. Rodriguez informed Alec that she had seen nothing wrong with the actions of the officers based on the body cam footage. Alec informed Rodriguez that his dash cam footage showed that he had not drifted out of his lane and that this Deputy Babb did not have any reason to stop him. So later that evening, Alec received a follow-up call from a second internal affairs officer named Hernandez. Hernandez said that he had looked at the recordings from Babb's body cam footage and could see that Alec had indeed crossed over the fog line. But again, because Deputy Babb's body camera did not capture any footage of the road or of Alec driving, they had no footage. It was a lie. They had no footage of his driving, of his truck moving, let alone straying from his lane, which it never did. So Hernandez maintained, quote, "We can see all of these violations you made from the body camera. And if you don't like how we conduct our business, you should file a lawsuit." Well, I guess they got what they asked for. So when Alec continued to claim that his rights had been violated, Hernandez laughed at Alec and put him on hold for 20 minutes. This is how your government treats you. After checking to see if Alec was still there, after 20 minutes, Hernandez put Alec on hold for another 15 minutes. Hernandez then checked to see if Alec was still there a second time. So when Alec confirmed that he was still on the line, Hernandez repeated his request that Alec challenge us in court if you don't like how we conduct business, and hung up on Alec. Despite the complaint reporting his civil rights violations, Babb and Molina were not and have not been disciplined for violating any Bexar County policy and custom concerning what you saw in this footage. So what I'm asking you to do is, in the link you will find a donation link where you can donate money right now to the Institute for Justice to help fund this lawsuit, and not only this one, but similar lawsuits that they file all over the country. They do great work. None of us have constitutional rights if we're not going to enforce them for others. Remember, freedom is scary. Deal with it. I'll see you next time.